The most common thing I always get questioned about is how do I make my aim training fun? Some people think they should make it more challenging, but usually that leads to even more frustration and worse, less gains. What I think is that we need to punish someone, and that person just happened to be you. For those of you old enough to have a license, consumers, I want you to imagine you're driving, but not just anywhere. You're in a tight garage. Are you going to be bored? No, but you're not going to be excited either. You're going to be in a focused state because you know there's consequences to even a scratch on your car. So consequences leads to focus. How do we use this for our own benefit? The thought is to make a playlist with scenarios that punish you for missing. These scenarios might include either the enemy killing you, the boss disappearing, or straight up just ending the entire scenario if you mess up. I've decided to create this playlist for you so you don't have to scour for these types of scenarios, as it can be rather difficult to find, right? You'll find these playlists in my GitHub. The playlist is also made in a one-on-one format, which means you play the playlist to the end and then replay it until you're satisfied with how many minutes or hours you wish to spend in an end chain. This way of eliminating the need to sit through an entire 1 hour playlist creates a sense of freedom because you're playing as much or as little as you want. This can help relieve a sense of guilt for not playing Kovaaks long enough. So let's say you don't want to play this playlist, or you come back to the video a second time to see other choices. Well, it's simple. I also include 2 unique playlists in the form of compilations. What are compilations? Well, essentially, there are a shit ton of scenarios all bundled in a single playlist. You boot up Kovaaks, click random, and play as much or as little as you like. The point of random is that you'll always be hitting new scenarios alongside with the ability to discover and not know what you'll be getting next. There's both a tracking playlist and a clicking one for this. Now you can spend the time you feel appropriate for your situation. Recommended is still 1 hour, but play as much as you can and don't put pressure on yourself. Number 3 is actually what most aim trainer mains do, which is just go into the search bar and play whatever they feel like. Do they think they need Pokeball today? Well, that's what they're going to play. What if you don't know any good scenarios? Go into your aim chain of choice and click by each category and just start playing and favoriting the ones you feel are benefiting you. You know yourself best. And this way of just playing whatever you feel like is about trusting your intuition. But does that also mean it's better if you have some prior knowledge about your own aim and what scenarios are worthwhile? Yes. So if you're not exactly a scholar in aim training, you might want to hold on this one. Lastly, I'll briefly mention my playlist GitHub in case you missed it. I've created a site where everyone can go and find different playlists, both by me and other people. They're sorted by difficulty and have a short description that explains what they're good for. They also include some questions you might want to ask yourself. For example, I struggle losing track of the target, and then it has its assorted playlists down below. For the bored people, I recommend checking out my CUP method, which are a compilation of mini playlists where you pick and choose what you want to play for and how long. I mentioned this because finding new playlists and playing ones that actually work for you can motivate a lot of people to continue training. So that's it. Consider signing up for my aim coaching if you're interested. Done.